to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. To throw is Wentz.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Watson on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And those are the types of plays that Kenny Moore wants to make more of because he's really starting to make a name for himself, and many know him as a terrific blitzer from the nickelback position. Undrafted out of Valdosta State, he is a ball hawk as well, and he led the Colts with 4 picks in 2020.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
But he's got his target Harris. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
Fairbairn good with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On play action, it's Wentz. It's complete to Chris Conley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Wentz.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down now, it's Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. Watson off play action. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The rookie from Michigan, Quiddy paying first-year dividends with a takedown there. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, here's Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 30 on second down. Wentz. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Into the red zone. Wentz.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
That catch good for only a couple. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Eight yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ross. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
I thought that Brandon Cooks took over the #1 role for the Texans after DeAndre Hopkins was shipped to Arizona, and he wound up with a team-leading 81 catches in 2020, his most since 2015.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Well, that's complete to Cooks. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
A final shot before the break. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And this one is no good. He missed it. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.